Hey y'all, this is Lydia. I just wanted to pop in because Jupiter retrograding back into Pisces has been special. And Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac. It starts with Aries and it runs through the entire zodiac and it wraps up with Pisces. So we're talking about Jupiter exiting Pisces and going into Aries a few months back. And that really beginning a new story for us and a new cycle for us. And then it retrograded back and now it's back in Pisces for a couple months. And honestly, it feels very strongly that old illusions and old versions of ourselves that we were convinced of, or even old patterns, are being brought to the surface in order for us to let them go and to release them. And Jupiter's lessons, I think there's a bit of a misconception of Jupiter being some sort of like a Santa Claus planet, but Jupiter is lessons. And lessons are coming in about this new cycle we're beginning. If this new story, if we've committed to a new story for ourselves and we committed to a new life for ourselves, it's about those things that cannot come. And the way energy works is when things cannot come along and we're about to up level, it can feel really challenging. Honestly, it can feel shitty sometimes because those things come to the surface for us to address by, circumstances, experiences, interactions coming in, and it's us having to look at how we respond and to see our reflection and to see ourselves playing out these old patterns and really witnessing ourselves and not wanting them anymore and having to really grow up in some sense. I'm getting a very strong energy of it's time to take it to the next level. And if you want to get to the next level, you need to grow up and you need to step up and you need to really take responsibility for your reactions, your responses, your choices. So these lessons are coming in hard, and it's, for me personally, it hasn't felt pleasant at all. It feels like old stories coming back. So definitely be patient if this is you. Don't take it, don't, misunderstand fate and take it as you're doing something wrong, or, you're dropping some ball, or, you're not being who you need to be and you have this expectation and you're convinced that you're letting yourself down. You're not letting yourself down. You're going through a lesson. And these lessons can be pretty intense for some of us. And so we're really being called to be patient, to be present with what is presenting in our reality right now, and to be aware of our bodies and aware of how we're responding and aware of our thoughts and aware of our feelings too. And to really be honest about illusions that are shattering, perhaps old patterns and old ways of perceiving that are just not, serving us anymore. And we need to let it go. And we need to really start preparing for this new story by being present with what needs addressing now. So I'm going to pull a card from the Alchemy Elemental deck. Oh no, this is the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. A lot of decks with alchemy in the name. But I'm just going to give this a quick shuffle and we'll see what the cards have to say. And we're in the middle of eclipse cycle too. Eclipses are intense by their very nature. Jupiter, yeah, new story. And also I'm getting off this card to not be subsumed in any sort of dark energies, but to stay positive, to keep your eye on the prize. And if there's any challenges coming up right now, definitely don't let them break your stride. Be present with them and really get into that mastery of really addressing things as they come up and really looking into the deeper meaning of things and seeing your patterns and seeing how you contribute to certain things in your life and how you play a part in how you feel and the thoughts you allow yourself to go down, and, to take responsibility as well. One more. Virgin's milk. And this I'm getting is intuitive. This is about, extracting information from our environment, extracting information from our experiences and our interactions. But I actually want to read the book and see what the book has to say about Virgin's milk, because I'm not quite sure what the book has to say. I don't remember. Innocence, naivety, purity. Yeah, that's going back to this idea of being optimistic and really not losing that sense of, being pulled into muddiness, to being pulled into it as opposed to observing it. And to ponder, patience as the remedy. In alchemy, virgin's milk is a mystical substance supposedly coming from the virgin's breast. The alchemist asks, how can it be? How can milk come from one not carrying a child? That is precisely the nuanced teaching of virgin's milk. When studied as an alchemical concept, it points to a lack of awareness or experience that the alchemist would rather not reveal. Yet this milky substance is a symbol of purity and innocence, but its shadowed side is naivety and even denial. When the virgin milk appeared, discernment and honesty must be applied to the work. And something being glossed over, rushed, or presented as perfect. There are likely complexities that need to be addressed so the alchemist can gain the maturity to handle what's next. And that's definitely the energy I've been getting, to having the maturity to step into a new cycle and to step into a new story. We're being asked to address what is keeping us from fully stepping into that. What is, challenging our purity, and perhaps even, and I'm getting very strongly in our thought process, what brings us out of our innocence and brings us out of that pure spirit of knowing that we are worthy of expansion, knowing that we are worthy of freedom to do what we want to do and freedom to act on our heart's desires, and to really stay in that no matter what's happening around us. And Jupiter pushing back into Pisces just to come back out and start this new cycle in Aries. This is very strongly these final little things that, what's out of integrity, what's not working anymore, what needs to be addressed now so that you can step into this new story, and to not fool ourselves that anything's perfect or that we're ever perfect, but we're always whole. And to really honor that and to honor this journey that we're always on, and to really be excited for a new story as well, knowing that whatever's coming up now is for our address so that we can fully step into it and to really enjoy it and to be in that beautiful, expansive energy. So I hope this message resonates. I'm sending love and wishing you well. Bye.